You are about to enter a new world. A world full of strange sounds and strange sights. A place where the honest best use of a giant robot would be as the fastest form of transportation possible without entering the air. A place as infinite as eternity and as eternal as infinity. You are about to enter the lunch zone. The Punderson Manor, a hotel where the guests aren't always living. Last weekend I made a trip to the famous Punderson Manor, a hotel considered to be one of the most haunted destinations in the state of Ohio. While there, we experienced fairly little paranormal activity. The occasional lights would flicker, and on occasion the TV that the hotel room was supplied with had changed channel, although that could be attributed to the weather. It was rainy for the majority of that weekend, unfortunately for the stay. During that time we went on a walk around the manor's park area surrounding it. Found a very beautiful view. In the hotel you may find board games that are stocked at the front desk. There is a restaurant with perhaps a tad overpriced food. We spent a good amount of time walking around our part of the hotel, and the portion of the hotel that was once part of the original manor. During our exploration, we found the library, which was filled with many books on many subjects. Outside is a gargoyle and a pair of lion statues, big heavy doors, and at other places you will find suits of armor. The hotel has an indoor and outdoor pool, and is considered to be a 4-star hotel. Now you may be wondering, since this is supposedly a haunted location, what sort of hauntings are in this hotel? I'm going to now tell you some of the eerie stories of the Punderson Manor. It is commonly stated that the original owner of the manor committed suicide by drifting out into the lake on a makeshift boat he got from putting a cork in the bottom of a bathtub. It is said that once he got into the middle of the lake, he pulled the cork and allowed it to sink to the bottom. The truth of this story is unverified, but the ghost claims speak for themselves. The most notable story to date took place in the late 70s, where people claim that for about 3 hours late one night, the ghost of a man who appeared to be a lumberjack was seen hanging from the rafters. Apparently, the apparition vanished with the sunrise, but several employees claim they witnessed it. Guests and employees have also reported seeing a man in gray, a woman in Civil War attire, and some even hear the voice of children late at night. Gold spots and other unexpected sounds can also be found throughout the hotel, along with a few occasions of chairs rocking on their own and chandeliers swinging with no purpose. In 1977, a teenage girl of African American descent drowned in Lake Punderson. 1 year later, a caravan of gypsies from out of state camped near the lake. During the evening, some of the elders saw a young black woman covered with seaweed emerge from the darkened waters of Punderson Lake. This ghostly sight was then seen walking around before eventually returning to the water. The group decided at that moment that they would not come back to the park. A hotel custodian, who at the time considered himself very skeptical, was witnessed driving wildly one night from the mansion. When asked what happened, the custodian replied that his TV had suddenly went blank, and the lights started turning on and off without explanation. Then the custodian heard loud knocking on his bedroom door. When he checked it out, there had been no one in the hallway. The hotel was closed for the winter, and presumably no one else could have access to the mansion except for the rangers. According to the ranger, the custodian had said, "I'm not going back to that hotel tonight. It's haunted." On another instance, a ranger making rounds at the mansion, spotted a strange man in the dining room and chased him. He then pursued the man until they reached the basement storage room, which had no exits. However, the man had disappeared. On another occasion, a psychic claimed to have made contact with a ghost in the tower state that one of the male spirits refused to leave the manor until the rocking chair was returned. The psychic's description of the ghost was in fact very similar to that of a man W.B. Cleveland. This man once lived in a house on the site of where the manor was built. While searching for the rocking chair, several workers discovered a network of tunnels and crawl spaces beneath the mansion. Inside, they found smashed furniture before they could explore any more of these hidden tunnels. The blueprints to the hotel had mysteriously disappeared. Perhaps if we had stayed in the master bedroom in the tower, we would have seen something truly remarkable.
Question time. Have you ever had any experiences with ghosts?